What's up you guys, and welcome to a new episode of Tandy's Garage. Today's video is going to be a little different than what I normally do, mainly because there has been a lot of drama around the new SSC Tuatara, which broke the world record for the fastest production car at 331 miles per hour. And there's two real reasons that I'm making this. One, there's new information that came out that I wanted to share with you guys, and then two, I want to kind of give a perspective from a guy that runs a marketing agency and thus does a lot of video editing. And so that being said, let's jump into it. A little while ago, Shmee came out with a video that really broke down why he thought that SSC Tuatara didn't actually break the world record. And in that video, he goes over a lot of math and measurements, basically focused around the white lines on the road that the Tuatara raced on, and that on that road there are two turnaround points. And if you watch the video, the Tuatara actually hits those points slower than the previous record holder, which was the Koenigsegg. He also goes over how SSC released on their website the speed at which the gears can hit that speed. And so in the world record video, it shows the Tuatara hitting that speed in 6th gear. And technically, it's not even supposed to be able to hit that speed in that gear. So if you haven't watched that video already, I would highly suggest going and watching it, because he does a really good job of breaking down why, from a mathematical standpoint, that video is fake. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that the Tuatara didn't hit that world record number. No, not necessarily. It just shows to me that the video was messed up. There's a couple reasons why I think that the video is fake, and I'll go over those really fast. The first thing is, if you look at what the top speed was for the Tuatara, which was 331 miles per hour, the previous speed was 277.87 miles per hour, and that was by the Koenigsegg on the same exact road. And Shmee talks about this a little bit in his video. As much as I love speed, to have a gap of 40 miles per hour from the previous record is just, that's astronomical. That's a huge percentage leap that you're going from the previous record to the new one. So that seems a little fishy. Doesn't mean it's not possible, just seems a little fishy. The second thing for me is, from what I can find, the Guinness Book of World Records wasn't there for that record. A lot of times when someone's trying to break a record, they'll have the Guinness Book of World Records there to verify that they actually broke that world record. Granted, I'm sure there's some stipulations because, of all the crap that we have going on in the world right now, but that to me was just a little weird. Again, that was just based off my research. Maybe they were actually there and I'm just missing it, but I'm like 99% sure they weren't there. The third thing is SSC is deleting people's comments on Instagram when they bring this up. From a social media perspective, to be deleting comments like that when everyone's questioning whether it's legit or not is just kind of just a big red flag, and kind of makes me believe that it is actually fake. Or, like I said, they have someone on the team that just isn't experienced and doesn't really know how to handle those things. Okay, and the fourth reason why I think it is, well, at least the video is fake, is when you look at it, and I'll put up some clips here. The first couple seconds in which the car is starting, you can clearly see that it has 32 miles per hour over on the dash, and then it shows a higher speed over on the projection that they're putting over the video. And then a couple seconds later, on the laptop that's in the passenger seat, you can see a lower speed than what is on the projection on top of the video. To me, that clearly just shows that the video overlay is off by a couple miles per hour. I found the video angle pretty weird. Like we've all seen, they've blurred out the dash speedo, which there's some reasons to do that, but it just doesn't give any confidence as to what your top speed actually is. They zoomed out so you couldn't actually see the speed on the laptop, which again, at the beginning of the video, like I just showed you, it has a lower speed on the dash that you can clearly see, and a lower speed on the laptop that you can clearly see, based off of the overlay that they have. So to me, that just looks a little weird. And so overall, my initial reaction to seeing this was that the video itself was wrong. I'm not saying that the top speed was wrong, because they did have that GPS tracked. However, the video itself was wrong. When I saw the video and have all this drama behind it, it seems to me that they mixed up the media file. Thus, you're giving out the wrong video to places like Top Gear and such, where the run of the video itself is actually slower than the overlay that you have on there. I'm not saying it's right, but running a marketing agency, I've seen this happen time and time again, where the wrong file is sent over, or the edit is done wrong on the video. And obviously we're all humans, we all make mistakes here and there, and I could see that being a possibility. Anyhow, here's the new information that came out. Basically, the owner of SSC North America, who is the car company that builds the Tuatara, came out with this statement. He said, "The good news, we did it and the numbers are indeed on our side. The bad news, only after the fact did we realize that the depiction of the speed run in video form had been incorrect." And I'll put a link to his article in the description. Basically, in the article, he goes through and says that they had 2 videos of the cockpit. And so he said that the one video that they released out the Top Gear and such was the wrong video. It had the right overlay, but the wrong video in itself. And so, that being said, based on what I was thinking anyhow, that could be the reason why we're all thinking this. He goes on to say that the speed was measured by Duitron equipment, includes sensors placed on the vehicle that tracked an average of 15 satellites over the course of the Tuatara's top speed run. 2 independent witnesses not affiliated with SSC nor Duitron were on site to view the speed measured by the Duitron equipment. He goes on to say that the SSC intends to submit proof of what those witnesses had seen on the Duitron equipment to the Guinness Book of World Records for verification. So that being said, basically it's kind of what I was thinking from the beginning. The video was wrong, but they have the GPS information to prove it. Overall, my thoughts are this. Obviously the video is wrong. The GPS equipment, you know, obviously you want to believe it, you want to say it's verified, but what I really think they should do in terms of a PR move is I really think they should go and do the run again. I understand it's probably super costly to do that, but I think they should do the run again. I think they should use different equipment. And on top of that, I think they should invite people out like Shmee, Life Apollos, those kind of social media or media companies and individuals out to witness the top speed of the car if it can actually go 331 miles per hour. Plus, I also know that they didn't even touch the top gears of that car, and so there's still more that they could have done, but according to them, there was a lot of crosswind. So I think if that top speed is true, I think you can even get a higher top speed, and I think from a PR move, you could probably save this whole debacle by doing it again and inviting those people out to witness it in person and have multiple other tracking equipment to really get a very verified top speed of this car. Again, I know it's probably super costly to do that, but I think that would be kind of the cool way, PR move to do this whole thing. Do I think they're actually gonna do that? Probably not. Ultimately, I think that's what they should do. So what are your thoughts? Do you think it's a video issue and the GPS is correct? Do you think the whole thing should just be scrapped and they should do it again? Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be coming out with a lot more car videos with my ZL1. And so don't forget to subscribe and hit the like on the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.